Cheesy's back again. I know it's been a while, and no, we're not dead. I took a little bit of a break from GS, but I'm gonna be getting back into the swing of things with content. This is Rainbow Summoners Road Stage 5 right here. So basically, we'll be doing like a guide kind of today. Tips for this stage. Mako is really helpful for surviving the end nuke, because she has iframes during a true art animation. Blessed Necklace is really useful as well for trying to survive the end nuke. Here you can see me checking the battle log to see like how the stage works. That's something that's very useful that I encourage a lot of you guys to like learn or at least do when making comps, because figuring out how the stage works is really important when designing teams. So this part right here is pretty easy. You just need to have some heals. I think it hits through shields. So yeah, just bring a healer with you. So I have Mako here to heal. Amiya is here for damage res because final wave of the boss does a lot of damage. Chloe, you have to... I brought for break because the final stage has break. And then Wargod Fenn's just here to art gen and deal damage. And yeah, that's pretty much my comp. Force Keratos, bring some sort of cleanse item with you because it's really easy to get frozen on the last stage. And, you know, it could mess up your entire comp. So yeah, as you can see, I kind of mistime the Wargod Fenn super arts every now and then. And I'm just kind of gambling on when the iframes end for the boss. But this is also my first run I did on Rainbow Summoners Road. So I really had no idea like what it's going to be like, but I managed to beat it first try. But I would highly recommend you don't try beating this stage unless you have like Chloe or Pencilgon, or else it's pretty hard. Amiya also really helps. If you don't have Haruto or Mako, that might be also pretty tricky to beat the stage. I mean, maybe Rimuru could work, but they just don't really have iframes as well. I'm sure there's a way to survive the end nuke without needing Mako's iframes. Because there's other comps I've seen who clear this who don't need Mako in their comp. So here, once again, I'm checking to see what the requirements are for this last stage here. But also, I've got some new vids planned for the future. I've got that HK Roy mission I've got to beat. I'm inventing this new thing where I'm going to make community posts on my YouTube channel just saying like, basically just reviewing new units for GS. So I'll make one tonight, probably reviewing you should summon on Rosetta, and I'll say like, if you're a new player, should you summon? If you're a veteran player, should you summon? Are they worth a pity? Maybe like the upsides, the downsides of the character. I think that's pretty good. So I don't really want to make like 6-minute videos talking about like new characters that dropped. I don't know, man, I could, but I think it's just easier for me to sum it up in like a community post. Because when you're kind of like, when you start to know more about the game, you can kind of recognize if a unit's going to be good or not. Just by like their kit before they even release. So yeah, basically we broke the boss and now we can damage them. And we switched from super art to true art with Wargod Fenn to provide more art gen for the team. We're just spamming normal arts with Amiya to like shield everybody. Because the boss also has, I think it's either bleed or burn. That's what's dropping her HP a lot. And you can't really do anything about it unless you cleanse, so bring Keratos with you. And honestly, I don't even know if I really needed a Blessed Necklace. I might have been able to just like use Mako's iframes. I think the Blessed Necklace is meant for the end nuke. Actually, we know the Blessed Necklace, you need one to throw on Wargod Fenn because the unit with the target symbol takes a lot of damage compared to everybody else. So they risk dying way more easily than other units on your team. So right there, I could just cleansed because I had 2 people frozen on my team. So really important you guys bring cleanse. Right here, I'm applying physical reds down on the boss. do big damage. I say big damage, but honestly, it just didn't really do a whole lot. I'm unlimited blade works in here for more damage. Amiya has freeze res, so he can't get frozen. So you might want to use him as a main DPS in this spot. And then go back to shielding immediately, because the boss is arting. Also, for all you new players out there, if the boss is arting, use defense equips, use shields. For like, if you're in a public lobby, that's just something you have to do. Like, always use your defense equips, or like reapply shields whenever the boss arts. Also turn chat on. Some people can be toxic, but most of the time it's actually really helpful. So we got to this final threshold here, and we're just tanking it with Amiya. So reapplying Amiya's shield as much as possible, since I have 2 people at 1 HP. And we're completely fine. Amiya makes the stage incredibly easy. Starting with Chloe here to give us Archen. And we're basically gonna nuke the boss here for as much damage as possible towards the end here. We hit for about half of his HP. I might make a guide on like Rainbow Summoners Road 4 because I reinvented my comp. I already have a stage 4 Rainbow Summoners Road video up, but I have like a slightly better comp now. I think I use Hazuki, Stargod, Liza, Haruto, and I think maybe Alpha. And that's my comp. Seems about right, because basically for tips for Summoners Road Stage 4 for Rainbow, you want to use 4 different element units. Actually, so I wouldn't use Alpha. I'll have to see what that comp is, then I might make a guide for Rainbow Summoners Road 4. I feel like I'm going to make more guide content for now. So I'm not really planning to do a whole lot of summons for 2025, just because most of the units aren't really like insanely strong compared to last year's units. And I mean, I'm basically a free-to-play player. Like, I only buy the dollar packs, so I don't really... I'm wise with my spending, I guess is what I should say. I don't just wail on every single banner. And it's completely fine if you do wail on every banner. It's up to you at the end of the day. But yeah, I just don't have that type of money to just do like 1,000 crystals on every summon banner that's in the game. So yeah, here was the end nuke. And pretty much you want to cleanse so that you can move with your characters again. Like that, I did the Keratos. And I'm using Mako's iframes here, and she just completely bypasses this end nuke, which is extremely helpful. Now, as for autoing this, I don't know how you do it. There's probably videos out there, and I probably know people who do know how to auto this, so I might upload an auto video for it in the future, who knows. But at least I finally beat Rainbow Summoners Road Stage 5.